Oh, the camera's facing the wrong direction. That's my beautiful yard. Okay. This is how unprofessional we are, but that's okay because that's not the point of this. This is not about something polished, and let's see if I can make that work. Okay, that's good enough. Good enough. We are in the stage of good enough today. So, I used to do live stream concerts regularly. When I started, I did once a week, and I was singing opera with backtracks. And the first time I did it, it was with a cell phone, tripod, a Zoom mic, little handheld Zoom mic that I'd use for voice lessons, and lamps. Lamps with scarves over them. I had quite the setup. But there's something really joyful about this MacGyver scenario of just making it work. And I was watching those recently and thought, I need to get back to that for me, just for the joy of it. And I think the simplicity of it was what made it so effective. Please let me know in the comments if you can hear me. Actually, I can just check real quick. Well, that's coming through. What's going on here? Okay, looks like the sound's coming through. Sweet. Okay, thanks for hanging in there with me and just chilling, just relaxing. I remember thinking I got away from it for a lot of reasons. I was running myself ragged. I wanted in-person connection, which was hard at the time, with where the state of the world was mentally in the pandemic, with the lockdowns. And I moved in with one of my best friends, and that helped a lot. And we did some fun things together, and I hope that's something that comes through this collaboration. In fact, the song that I feel... Oh! Hi, Chris. Good to see you. Thanks for showing up here. I used to go live on his Instagram at that same time, too. So, anyway, I just kept... I moved in with my best friend. We would do co-creations together. I am now really loving co-creating. The song I feel that needs to be heard today... I'm not looking at the microphone. Hello, you're over here. The song that needs to be heard today is actually a co-creation, so... but the words are all mine, except for they're not. These are words that need to be heard, and I just want to say a bit about it. Say a bit about this song. So, is there any way for me to... Hold on. I don't know if that works. I don't think that works, but we'll try it. I can't go live everywhere. I just want to make sure that people hear this because it's important. Anyway, the words are from my brain, but they're not from me. The co-creation happened. I asked Source, what needs to come of this collaboration with this artist, Emile Taltree? And the card I pulled said unseen. And I read it. It was such a beautiful card about who those people who have beautiful hearts and beautiful messages, but for some reason they're not being heard or seen. And I'm connecting so much with people like this that have been wounded by a world that is not ready to accept someone who is so incredibly, beautifully loving and open. There's a harshness that doesn't embrace that. And yet this is exactly what we need. And one of the people I think of when I think about this, I think of Fred Rogers, of course. He's struggled his whole life to know that he was doing the right thing, and I think it's because he had a lot of opposition. Even at his funeral, there were protesters, and one of Fred's friends walked over and talked to them. He said Fred wouldn't have it any other way. And he asked them, well, why are you doing this? And you know that Fred wasn't gay, because they were... anyway. And they said, because he was tolerant. This world has a low tolerance for people who are radically loving. And this is the message that's coming through right now, and I have so many songs coming through that are not done yet. Maybe I'll try sharing a bit of one of those with you. In fact, I have one that I'm thinking of in particular. But love has been limited in this world. And hearts have been limited, and beautiful melodies that are not seen. And I know you know what I mean when I say they're not seen, rather than they're not heard. When they're not seen, I sense this closing off of the world from itself. I sense us closing off from ourselves. And as above, so below, as within, so without. What we are seeing in our internal worlds, what we are feeling, if we are feeling unheard and seen. This is something that is not the be-all, end-all in your being. It is something that everyone is experiencing. And we transmute that. We overcome that by accepting the part of ourself and loving the part of ourself that feels unheard, feels unseen, feels unlovable. Yeah. So I wrote this song a few weeks ago. I've performed it once with Emil, and I will bring Emil back to sing it with me for you, because I just cannot believe the voice of this being. I hope you're all hearing me well. Please, on YouTube, let me know. I assume, Chris, that the sound is coming through great. So yes. And if you're watching on Facebook, let me know the sound is coming through, because this is an important message, an important song. Definitely want you to hear. So, sip of water before I start. This is my warm-up for the day, so how my voice sounds is not really the important part. The heart will come through. The name of this song is Unseen Melodies. One heart, one soul, breathing in the solitude. Can you listen? Can you hear them? This song is playing for you. Tapestry that wraps itself around this world in love. Can you listen? Can you hear them? These songs playing in the night. Feel their calling. See their vision, voices ready to unite, welcoming these unseen melodies, bringing them into the light. There is wonder in our very tapestry that wraps itself around this world. In love, feel the call, see the vision, hearts embracing the light. a song move our hearts, merging all souls in the tribe, welcoming these unseen melodies, bringing them into the light. There is wonder in our very tapestry that wraps itself around this world in love. Can you listen? Can you hear them? Their song is playing for you. Yeah. Their song's playing for you, and your song is playing. Meant to be heard. Meant to be felt. And thank you, Gary. Thank you so much. A little bit about me. I live in Bali, Indonesia. I've been here since January. When people ask me what brought me to Bali, I say Mother Bali called me here in not such subtle terms, and I kicked and screamed the whole way. I left the life in New York City of pursuing an opera singing career because it had worn me down. I felt myself unseen and unheard, and the body manifested it. I still am struggling with having my voice be fully strong and powerful in the physical way, but in the spiritual way, she's more powerful than ever, and that brings me a lot of comfort. So I share these songs. Yesterday I sang Little Bird, which is about continuing to sing. Maybe I'll end with that. Anyway, I'm going to keep doing these live streams, and oh, yes, I am. Okay, so we have a special person on here. I co-wrote another song here in Bali with a Balinese man who was fishing at the lake, and I was sitting there, and I felt I felt all four elements. I felt fire, wind, earth, and air, and I translated that into mountain, water, sun for fire, and wind. And then sang it in Bahasa, Indonesia. I said I live in Indonesia. This is a song that you can sing along with. I didn't plan on doing this, but since... okay, let me find it. Semua. I mostly can do it without, but I don't want to risk it. So this is Unseen, who wrote this with me. He's on Instagram right now. Semua, which means all. And the chorus is Semua Cinta, Semua Alam, Semua Cinta, all nature, all love, showing that we are all one, which is interesting because the other song I had thought to do is called One as well. All is one. These messages just come through. Okay, I'm feeling very joyful. Let's lift this up with Semua. Please sing with me. Love to have you sing with me. Okay. I got lost. Semua cinta, semua alam, semua cinta. Smiling when you sing helps so much. Surga angin, gendung, semua alam, semua cinta, surga dan bumi. Ready? Matahari, has this ability to take us into another state of being. And if you've been here since the beginning of this, you can see the radical transformation of, I was like deeply serious. And the unseen melodies is so important. They do need to be heard. There was another unseen melody that needed to be heard and felt. So thank you, Gary. Thank you for your listening, and woohoo! Gary is a kirtan leader here in Bali. I love connecting with him because he understands the power of the voice, and so hopefully some kirtan things coming forward. If you're not familiar with what kirtan is, it literally means devotion or worship, and it's worship through song, and we are worshiping the deities, connecting with deities that help us to walk in this world, which essentially is we're just connecting with our divine self. And we have many different aspects of ourselves. There's no one specific thing. You can't say, oh, I'm only connected to this God, and maybe you resonate with one more than the other, but you also have so many different selves that it's beautiful to be able to connect with so many different deities, just like how we connect with one another. It is so important that we connect with many different types of people in this world, because that keeps our heart open, that helps us to not close off, and to be the kind of beings who can see all of these hidden melodies, all of these unseen melodies. So yeah. I want to wrap up soon. I didn't want this to go longer than a half an hour. So I'm only going to sing one more song. What do I want to sing? I was going to do one. Maybe I will still do it. Especially because I was talking to the friend who inspired it today. So that would be good. And also, in particular, there's a part about laughter that I think you'll appreciate. Oh, it's a mosquito. Got it. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Oh, thank you, Gary. Yes, this is an excellent explanation for kirtan. And as I'm speaking, I'm like, oops, something's coming through, because that wasn't me. So, anyway. So 1. I love the chords for this. This is my favorite chord on the ukulele. It's either called a D sus4 chord or an A sus2 chord. And I love just playing it. That's how I started songwriting. And this was before Bali. Bali opened me up even more, helped me figure out some more things with songwriting. But yes. So, of course, Gary, it's my pleasure to give my time and my voice right now. So we're going to wrap up with 1. And thank you for being here. Thank you for singing with me. Before I end, connect. So I struggle to share ways to connect with me. I don't know why. Part of the journey. But if you would like to connect with me, you can find me on Instagram, and I have it on the screen at the Baroque, right there, at the Baroque Soprano. And my link tree has both my Patreon and a link to my WhatsApp group. In the WhatsApp group, we are people who want to use our voices for something more, and open up the singing mechanism to connect and to convey messages and use our voices to raise vibration, lift hearts. My biggest vision is like a worldwide choir of voices singing in a way that heals hearts, opens us up to compassion and forgiveness. Okay, so 1. When you miss their presence, be present with the sunrise. Love the presence in a conversation. Bring your presence to this instant, and you will see it is the same. When you miss their comfort, be comforted by a fire. Love the comfort in a restful sleep. Comfort those who are missing as well, and you will see it is the same. When you miss their laughter, be amused by annoyance. Love the laughter of a child. Laugh with boisterous levity, and you will see it is the same. When you miss their touch, be touched by the wind. Love the touch of a song. Touch another's heart, and you will see it is the same. When you miss their kiss, be kissed by the rain. Love the kiss of pain. Kiss this crazy life, and you will see it is the same. When you miss their love, be loved by all. Love all. Make love in all you do, and you will see it is the same. It's all the same. Thank you for being here, sharing this time with me. I look forward to seeing you another time. I will be doing these every week. This was an impromptu one. We'll see what if I hop on tomorrow. Probably not tomorrow. In fact, tomorrow I would love for you to join me for something extra special. I'm starting an 8-week class on singing, where we are using embodiment, spiritual practices, and sound-proven vocal technique to open up the voice, and then singing heart songs that I've written specifically for accessing. Tomorrow's lesson is on relaxation and opening the throat really finding this open, relaxed singing mechanism. Because when this is fully open, the sound can come through. And I'll explain more. I'll talk about the muscles involved and where in the body we can give support so that this isn't working so hard, but just released and letting and allowing the sound to flow. So that's tomorrow. If you would like to join us for the full 8 weeks, I have an I Love You price, 143. If you want to do a drop-in, that can be arranged for $20. That is the class's cost, and then you can see if you want to do the full 8 weeks. I also have a free class that was posted last week if you want to go check that out and see how it resonates with you. I really do have a unique approach to the voice. So I think it's something that will resonate with a lot of people. And it seemed to, the people who came to the class really loved what happened there. So I'd love to have you in that. And then to just keep coming, showing up, be here at these live streams to hear the music that is coming through. And yeah, we'll just see where this goes. Trying to keep it simple, as one of my greatest mentors in this life did, Fred Rogers, who was Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. And I know my friends who are watching in Bali, mostly here on Instagram, many of you may not be familiar, but if you Google Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, there's so much beautiful content out there. You can watch a video that will explain or read an article, because he was just such a beautiful human being, and he embodied the message that is coming through, that I like you exactly the way you are, and also that we need to be loved exactly where we are, especially by ourselves. Like, I need to love myself exactly where I am in order to grow. I need to love you exactly where you are in order for you to grow. And I do. I'm sending you so much love, and I'm grateful to be able to show up in this way for you today. So I will see you next time on YouTube and Instagram, Instagram and Facebook. And I hope to see you and sing, and I would love it. It would bring my soul so much joy to see you supporting me on Patreon, because that'll help me to take these songs to more than just these little live streams, to collaborate with musicians. I see one of my favorite collaborators here on Instagram, Bazuki, who plays beautiful Balinese flute. To be able to bring these musicians together to go into a recording studio. It actually doesn't cost a lot to do recordings here in Bali, but after I cover my living expenses and then go beyond that, I'm able to get into the recording studio and make this music happen with people here. And so yes, if you love these songs, if you feel like these need to be heard by more people, please come support me on Patreon, the Baroque Soprano. I would love to have you there again, both sing and the Baroque Soprano. You can reach via my Linktree on Instagram at the Baroque Soprano, or you can go to Linktree and find me. The Baroque Soprano, it's the same thing, Linktree/the Baroque Soprano. Thank you for the love. I saw the hearts, and I'm sending you love as well. Thank you. Semua alam, semua cinta.